So whenever we have a plant that has an unfortunate life, short life, I try to investigate possibly why. This is probably a 2-year-old plant. So why did it just die all of a sudden? Shaped nicely. The first thing I always check for is Root-Knot Nematodes. They would look like little bulbous things, I think, on the roots. If we got root-rot nematode, that would be the end of the farm. This was all the traditional corn, soy, cotton. There's very little health in the soil. And anything that's here is a little nematode. They want to eat it all up. And there's very little you can do to get rid of them in your soil. And what there is available to do is, at least in our circumstance, cost prohibitive. It requires fumigation and such. But I don't see anything like that on this. So, what caused it? Well, this is what I see. I could be wrong. I'm just a newbie farmer here. See how compacted this root is, this root ball? And I've shaken out a lot of the dirt. And it's still very compacted. There's a couple of roots. Some of the bigger ones were able to break free, but see how bent that is? That's not a problem with our sandy soil. These babies should be able to go straight as deep as they want to. And for a 2-year-old plant, this root ball should be 4 times the size, in my humble opinion. So what I think is, when we bought these plant babies, they came as plugs. And they had a supposedly biodegradable sheath on them, kind of like a little container. But they said, hey, you just pop that in the ground. You don't have to do anything. It will disintegrate. Well, I can tell you some of our 3-year-old plants out there, they still have them on. And I think eventually they get choked out. The roots can't expand as necessary, especially when we're going through these extremes of heat temperatures, weeks of rain. They have no way to get away from it all because they're just bundled up. So with this year's crop that we're putting in, we're taking the risk of taking all those sheaths off. That is a risk because we'll be disturbing the root a little bit before we get it in the ground. But we're going to give it a shot because this sucks. By the way, Mary Sampson, those are from your seeds. Thank you.